Okay, I see a lot of moon conspiracy videos out there, so I thought I'd give it a shot, right? I thought I'd give some debunking a try too, you know? Because I know a thing or two, you know? Okay, here it goes. So, a lot of fucking people, like, argue that the moon is hollow, whatever, and all this different stuff, and they argue that, like, NASA bounced a satellite off the moon, and it crashed. That's it. They crashed a satellite on the moon, and it reverberated like a gong for like 3 hours or what the fuck ever. It just, yeah, that might have happened. I'm not denying it, but like, there's other explanations, right? Doesn't mean it has damper struts inside of it. At the same time, here's another explanation, right? That could just be a wild conspiracy theory. Just like how the moon landing is fake. Let's be honest, okay? There's a lot of wild guesses out there what NASA claims to say or whatever. It's all internet talk, really, okay? You never know what's real and what's not until you do deep research, right? That's the thing, okay? It all... Okay? Fact number 2. The craters on the moon, they will argue why it's so, like, every crater on the moon is the same surface level thing, right? Here's the thing, dude. Like, why all the craters are the same level on the surface, whatever? Why they're not all the same depth or whatever? They're the same level? They're all level, right? They're not like holes that go deeper and deeper. You know, like an actual like hole would. Here's why you're not like an actual crater, right? Because the moon is fucking dense, dude. You go down deep enough, it's all metal, right? But it's not like the metal you think about. It's not like it's not like a structure or anything like that, okay? It's actually nickel and lead, okay? Which is something like that, right? Some nickel, carbon, lead type thing. It's a lot of rock and stuff, but I have to look up the specifics and stuff, something like that. And I believe there's a lot of uranium and shit in there too. So it's a lot of weird stuff on the moon, right? And there's a lot of conspiracies about where the moon came from and everything. They argue that, like, well, yeah, I totally agree. Like, the typical theory for the moon is full of holes, right? I agree, right? There's no way a Mars-sized planet bounced off the Earth and created the moon, right? However, right? It is more likely that what happened was the Earth used to be a larger piece at one time. The Earth used to be larger in itself. Okay, maybe the size of Neptune. There's rumors of a planet called Tiamat, and they say this was an ocean world like Earth, full of island chains or whatever. Okay? Way before Atlantis, even. Way before that. This was like probably before dinosaurs. And wow, this world, this ocean world, Tiamat, was named after an Andromedan queen in alliance with the Pleiadians during the seeding of our solar system. Okay? It was somewhere, I believe, orbiting Jupiter, somewhere about. Anyway, this planet, this ocean planet, got hit. And it got destroyed. It got hit so hard that most of the matter got fleeting It fled out of an outer reach to our solar system, creating most of the Oort cloud. And some of it actually fled our solar system completely. Okay? It didn't create all the Oort cloud. A lot of the Oort cloud is actually left over from the creation of our solar system too. So there's that, just to be nuanced about it. Okay, it got hit with Planet X, basically, is what I'm trying to say. There's a brown dwarf star way out in the outer reaches of the Oort cloud. And we live in a binary star system, right? This orbits around this, and it has a planetary system within it. We have two star systems. One star system orbiting our star system, right? In like an elliptical orbit. Okay? Comes here every like, I don't know, 300,000 years, something like that, right? And we're due again. They argue we're due again in like the year 2900 or something, but I'm not too sure about the date. I think my intuition tells me that might be way off, right? That's my intuition tells me anyway. Anyway, the point is, like, this planet got split up in pieces, right? And the Pleiadians worked hard on these pieces, the bigger chunks, right? They focused on. They salvaged the bigger chunks, and they created the biggest chunk they created Earth out of, right? The littlest chunk they created the moon out of. And that's why you see all these pyramidal structures on the dark side of the moon and shit that's locked into it's tidally locked, you know. It's only gonna show the dark side to, like, the face doesn't face the Earth, you know. So that's why it shows that, because like there used to be the side that was the surface of the planet or whatever, you know what I mean? So like that's the thing, right? That's the fucking thing. The moon used to be a piece of Tiamat, and so was the Earth. They're both born from the same planet. Okay, and even like soil samples from the moon will tell you it's as old as, if not older than, the Earth itself. Okay. So what does that tell you, okay? Wow. Just spitting facts here, you know, like, and that's the thing, dude, like, you know, it's crazy. The moon is not some conspiracy. It's not placed there by aliens or whatever. It's not some alien base. The reason it's in perfect alignment and not specific, like coordination with the Earth and the Sun or whatever, the Earth and the Moon. The reason the Earth and the Moon is in that perfect alignment, the same distance, the perfect distance from the Earth or whatever, in that perfect orbit with where it makes all those fucking, like, you know, like, the reason it makes all that fucking, like, a perfect eclipse and everything, the same size as the sun, as the sun is in the sky, as the moon is. It's not because of, like, the aliens did it, or the Anunnaki did it, or whatever. Fucking bullshit. It's because the fact is something called the Fibonacci sequence. The math of God. Okay? The universe follows a set of sequences, and these patterns repeat itself, and it happens to be the matter that the universe aligns itself, and these certain alignments happen when magnetic fields reach a certain point, and the universe just aligns itself to certain degrees, okay? You see these patterns repeating everywhere in nature, all around you, from spirals in galaxies, to spirals in whirlpools and everything, to the very spirals in our fingertips, okay? Quite literally everywhere, dude. So, yeah, it's not crazy. It's just science.